Are Americans becoming more optimistic about the situation in Iraq? Retired General Ricardo Sanchez had some highly critical things to say about the war in Iraq. Those comments have generated a lot of discussion. The Republican senator from Kentucky, Mitch McConnell, was asked about those comments by George Stephanopoulos on the ABC program this past Sunday. And among other things, Senator McConnell had this to say.
I think we're making significant progress toward that end. And with regard to public opinion, you know, George, I think the vast majority of people who are unhappy about the war are unhappy about it because they don't think it's been handled very well. And they now look at it and see that we're actually making progress toward having an acceptable conclusion.
That would seem to be the conventional wisdom based on the fact that the surge is working, according to some news reports. However, the data don't confirm it. You see the numbers in front of you. Slightly over half of Americans, in fact, say that things are getting worse for the U.S. in Iraq. Just 16% say that things are getting better. Furthermore, on our long-standing measure, 60% of Americans say it was a mistake to have been involved in Iraq. That's within a couple of points of the highest on that we have ever seen. All in all, then, despite the fact that some might think the situation in Iraq is getting better, we're not picking that up from the American public at all. Maybe it'll change. We'll keep monitoring these numbers, but at the moment, the majority of Americans saying things getting worse in Iraq for the U.S. Join us again on the Daily Briefing. We'll take an in-depth look at American views about crime here at home in the U.S. I'm Dr. Frank Newport, Editor-in-Chief of the Gallup poll with Democracy on Demand.